Hello everybody, Joe Tactical here again. In this video I just wanted to share with you a Christmas present that I got from my girlfriend Colleen Tactical this year of 2011. As you guys know, may or may not know actually, I love ESEE knives, okay? So much that I have the Izula 2, I have the 3 mil, the 4, the 5, the 6, the Hoonglass, and the machete. So yes, that only leaves one more and I'll have the whole collection, which is the original Izula 1. Looking forward to getting the last one just to be able to say I have them all. I can't tell you how excited I am about it. Just about 2 months ago I got the Hoonglass and I was going on about it in that video, and I boldly stated within 6 months time I would have them all, and man, it really beat up my pocket, but I'm almost there. So I only need like another $45 knife and I'll have them all. But the video is not about that, sorry, I'm just real excited about all this stuff. But the Izula 2 is kind of a good compromise between a folding blade as well as a fixed blade for the everyday carry role. Meaning, you know, if you compare this to a folding knife is about from thumb to middle finger right there, and just for a little bit more you can get the strength in a fixed blade. It is a little bit thinner than some folding blades. Now when I say this, I'm not discrediting folding blades or the design, but it's a matter of physics and just keeping things simple. One less thing to do, one less thing to fail, bada bing, there you go. We'll check out the sheath just to get that out of the way. It has a nice little slit hole here, a bigger hole on the bottom, and then it has two small like 1/4 inch holes here, and they have like a little reinforcement or whatever. And you can get creative, you can mount this to anything. You know, you get 550 cord out, you can get those hardware kits that have the flat nut and bolt type things that go on sheaths and different stuff. I always keep a bin of that, and I always get extra hardware like that. This is a little bit thicker than your standard Kydex sheath, just because I guess it's reinforced. It's made out of some type of polymer, but I'm not exactly sure what it is. But it's a very doable, adequate sheath. I really like it a lot. It's lightweight. You know, it definitely feels like it'll stand up to the task. Any task that this knife will come across, the sheath will be able to ride along without failure for the most part. Okay, who knows, you know, and everything fails and everything breaks at some point. But the retention is really nice. I like that a lot. You know, just flicking it around here. So it's in there. I pull, but I also push with my thumb to get it out real good, and it feels really nice in hand. And also, like with all my other videos, when I show different pieces of gear, I'm not an expert, I'm not military, I'm not law enforcement, but I'm trying to show you in a very real way, without all the mumbo jumbo, some information that you just can't get from the ad. Me holding it, moving it around, different things. You know, you got your nice little reverse grip there. Holds in hand really nice. I really like the micarta scales that they use for this, and it seems the wetter it gets with sweat, you know, whatever the case may be, it grips even more. They also used it looks to be stainless steel. Now don't quote me on that, but it would only make sense to me to use stainless steel Allen headed screws. I think they did that to make it match the handle, and probably for rust resistance as well. I like that. It seems to work out really good. Also, I like how they milled out the holes in the handles as well as the blade to have like a very, very precise cut on there, almost like it was all milled out in one piece. So I really like that a lot. Let me see if you can, I don't know if you can make that out. Let's see, they just pay a huge attention to detail. And by the way, the number on this is 4869. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll get to the thickness in a minute actually, because I want to compare it. But of course, the blade is a 1095 high carbon steel. It's a very good outdoor steel. You just have to make sure you keep it well lubricated because it will rust and stain on you. But it's very resilient for different outdoors tasks, as many of you guys might even know better than myself. They use a crinkle powder coat that I find to be very durable. Now, all coating is going to scratch and come off at some point or another. Excuse me, sorry about that. But this crinkle powder coat that they use is awesome. It is awesome. It wears very well, and I like it a lot. Now let's go over some size stuff. This is just about, alright, if you want the specs specifically spec'd, go to the website, ESEE's website or whatever. It's about 6.5, 6 3/4 long. The sharpened edge part is about 2 5/8, 2 3/4, give or take. And it's a very comfortable small blade. You won't, if you hold this, and I have, I guess medium man-size hands or whatever, but holding this, I don't feel like the knife is a small knife and I can't, you're not like trying to hold it like all, you know what I'm saying? But it feels very good in hand and I like it a lot. I think I would favor the 2 over the original Izula just for that little extra handle, but I don't think it's needed. Now, I don't personally own one, so I don't know with a huge of experience behind it, but I just think that extra ½ inch you get from the handle is probably a benefit and worth it. I mean, it's just a ½ inch. Alright, now I want to do some comparison. I have the 3 as well as this 3 mil here. I'm going to compare it to the 3 mil just for a reference. The thickness, this is the Izula 2 and this is the 3 mil. The Izula 2 is thicker. I love that. I love that. For such a small knife, the thing weighs about 2 ounces. I don't even know, like 2 1/4, 2 ounces, something like that. Maybe a little bit more. Don't quote me on that. Maybe 2 3/4. I'm not sure, but it's a light knife. It's lighter than pretty much most of my folding knives. Most. Okay, and I know, you can compare it to some other real lightweight folding knives, and it probably is heavier than them. For example, the Kershaw Skyline, very lightweight. I got my brother that last Christmas. Very nice knife, but I would probably stand behind this. There's no way that Kershaw Skyline would be stronger than the Izula 2. So just because it's a fixed blade, you're sacrificing that light, compact size. With a folder, it's not going to have the strength of a fixed blade like this. So they're kind of in the same weight class, kind of in the same size and everything else. But I would still rather have this. Now it's a little harder to carry for everyday carry blade, but I make the accommodations. And by the way, my standard 3 is my everyday carry backup defense blade. Okay, and I actually team up the. Let me talk about this real quick. I team up my ESEE 3 with my Blackhawk Pointman folding knife. The Pointman is for utility tasks, and then the ESEE 3 is for strictly to be sharp at all times for defense situation. That's all that knife's purpose is a defense situation. And or if I got stuck in the middle of nowhere, at least I would have a decent blade that I could do shelter making in the wilderness. I'm not saying I'm planning for that, but it's just a byproduct of that being a benefit. Alright, now once I get a little bit more money, I will be replacing the Blackhawk Pointman with probably an Izula 1. The Izula 1 at that point for my everyday carry will do my utility. Not just because I like ESEE, that does play a factor in it, but not a huge factor. Not a determining factor either. But I just like the strength of a fixed blade and something I don't have to fold out. I just like a fixed blade because it's already open when you pull it out. So I really like that. And I'm a huge ESEE fan, and I know that they'll back it for whatever happens of it. Not that I abuse my gear, but it's just nice to know that when you have a warranty like ESEE's, that the company won't try to tiptoe out of backing their product. It's not like I'm this guy that beats the crap out of my gear. I like my gear to, be taken care of and to always be at the ready for me, to be reliable. But at the same time, if I'm batoning with an Izula, I don't want the company to say, well, we don't allow you to do that, and since you've done that, we won't back our product. Unacceptable. Cold steel. oh, excuse me. Sorry, and I don't mean to take any stabs. No pun intended. Any stabs at anybody that likes cold steel. I own a couple of their blades, but they've screwed me over a few times in a row. Never again, not for me. I wish you the best with your cold steel, but not me. Never again. They screwed me more than a couple times, so shame on me, and I'm walking away from them. But ESEE's an awesome company. They will stand behind their product. They're made in the States. They come free of defect, and then you don't have to worry about paying shipping for your defective brand new knife back. Yeah, so $25 to get it sent to you defected, and then send it back. $25 total for shipping, and you hope that they warranty their brand new knife a couple times in a row. No. So enough about that. You won't have that problem with ESEE. Okay, you will not have that problem with ESEE. They definitely stand behind it. The Izula 2, really that gets anybody that has a folder for an everyday carry knife the option to carry a fixed blade. I know if you like your folders and you guys, I was once there too, but after working with fixed blades for a lot of things, for me it's just a better way to go. I'll even downsize in blade length so that I can get a fixed blade. Remember, I'm not relying on my utility fixed blade to be a defensive fixed blade. I have a larger fixed blade for that on my person, the 3, which this is very adequate in close quarter combat. No, I'm not an expert, I'm not military, I'm not law enforcement, but this knife can get it done in a defensive situation against an armed bad guy trying to do you harm. Okay, so this blade size is perfect for that, which would mean that this little blade here, this little compact fixed blade, would be perfect for everyday carry use. Again, I'm not an expert. Okay, if I got something wrong, if you don't agree with something, that's cool. That's what it's all about. We're all entitled to our opinions. This is my video, so these are my opinions. But if you guys have any questions, any comments, any ideas about anything, I'm probably going to, sometime in the near future when I get a couple Izula 1s, I'm probably going to do a couple different cord wraps, and would look to see if some other people, maybe together, we could do a series of videos. It's not like a contest or anything like that, but it's kind of like trying to reach out and get creative, and instead of making the standard 550 cord handle, weaves, knots, let's try to break out of the box a little bit and come up with our own ideas to make knots for this, to just kind of expand the options for me, you, everybody that comes across the videos. So, if you guys have any interest in that, let me know. I don't know when I'll be able to do that, but, or if you just share your ideas now, even before I get the Izulas, but I'm going to do a couple as a project at some point. Don't hold me to it, because I don't want a timeline on it and everything, but I hope this helped in some kind of way. I'm sorry I just babble on about, everything and anything for as long as I do. But hey, man, it is what it is. Joe Tactical style. Love it or hate it. Thank you very much for watching. It's like I always say, guys, let's all learn from each other. Joe Tactical out.